Hey, I'm over here at Minnesota Motorsports with Chet. I'm picking up the motor for Hot Donna there. And Chet says he's going to show me around and show me his race sleds.
Oh yeah, we got tons of them in here.
All right, Chet. Let's start with the one that's not your race sled. So, let's back up a little. So Chet runs a shop, and my observation is that he specializes in Polaris triples.
Yeah, I like my Polarises, yep.
And he specializes in the big inch stuff, like XCR800s and stuff. And Chet actually does customer work. I'm going to show you his card right here. All right, so let's start, before we get to your race sleds, let's get these guys all wound up and start with this customer sled you got over here.
Yeah, that thing's pretty wicked.
This is insane, guys. So I want you to look at this. So this is a Gen 2 XCR800, and it's got a hairdryer on it.
Yep, it sure does.
And it's got a nitrous bottle. So Chet, why are you working on this thing?
It came in with a low boost problem, so I'm gonna do some field testing and see if we can figure out where he's losing boost.
Sweet, sweet. So you told me this sled's got a race history?
It's got a race history. I don't recall the names that he said have all owned it or who has all raced it, but it's got some speed run history, and I believe it's held some records. This is one of 3 kits I think they made of the XCR800 turbo kit.
Wow. This is crazy. I can't imagine what an animal this is. I mean, a stock XCR800 is 155 horse.
Yeah.
And then you throw boost at it, and then you got nitrous on top of it.
Nitrous on top of it. Yeah, we're going to clean it up and, you know, bring her back to life a little bit and see if we can't figure out where his boost is going. And it should be a goer. I'm actually excited just to ride it around my yard a little bit.
That's awesome. Maybe I can come back and get a video of you riding it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's really cool. All right, Chet, what race sled do you want to talk about first?
We can go to mine.
All right.
So this is a 2000 XCR800. Doug Flannery ported, crankshot pipes. We got, where else we got? Carbon fiber trailing arms by WLR.
Oh, wow. Little tiny CNA Pros.
Yeah, CNA Pros.
The track is serious. We should tell them what kind of racing you're doing with this.
500-foot snow drags is what we do with this. We got Alpha Snow Traction snow scoops in there. These are all custom made. We actually are a dealer for those.
Okay.
They move a lot of good snow material.
No kidding.
They really hook well.
So sometimes when you race, there's snow on the ice?
Yeah, we actually race. We pack the snow on the ice, or on ski slopes too. We race 500 feet up the ski slope.
Oh, sure. I've done that with vintage up at Spirit Mountain. It's just a riot. It's really fun to be on the ski slope.
Yeah, crankshot pipes, 9,600 RPM. She zips right up there. This Flannery motor runs very, very well. We race fuel factory race gas, and it loves all the RPM you can give it.
No kidding. Do you have a horsepower estimate with these pipes?
I've never been on the dyno with this sled, but chatting with Flannery a little bit and stuff, I should be around that 200 horse mark.
That's serious, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Back when this sled was made, you had to have like a PSI motor or something to get up there.
Yeah.
So, that's crazy.
If I got it on the dyno, I could probably tweak it out to 210, 215, I would think.
Nice. Well, it's super sharp. It's a beautiful sled.
Yeah, EK powder coating out of North Branch helps me out with all my powder coating and knocks it out of the park every time.
I'm going to have to check them out.
Yeah.
I've been looking for another local powder coater.
And then this is my wife's. She loves the XLTs, so we had to keep the XLT retro look, but we have a 99 XCR700 in this sled.
That's a sleeper.
Yeah. No monoblock piston port in this one. We like our case reed triples, so.
What kind of pipes are those that you managed to get under the hood?
These are Jaws.
Okay.
Jaws actually has a jig for this chassis, for this motor, for these pipes.
No kidding.
Yep, they sent them to me just like this, and they fit right in.
Wow.
No fabricating needed.
Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. How much difference do you see between the 7 and the 800 motor?
It runs right there with me. I don't know if it's because she's got a little less weight than me, but she's getting this sled. We built this one last year, so it was her first year on it last year. I've been on mine for 3 years. So she's getting more and more comfortable on it, and she actually knocked me out of the 800 mod bracket last race. Me and Dylan, that Skidoo over there,
Wow.
knocked us both out of the 800 brackets with the 700. So she's getting her figured out.
All right, I got a technical question for you. I see your TPS isn't hooked up. What sort of fancy ignition do you got going on?
It's actually a 600 case reed bottom end with 700 cylinders on it. And it's
Okay.
a 600 stator and box on it.
No kidding.
Yes.
So like an XCR800 case reed.
Yep.
No kidding. No kidding. And what are you doing on your sled for that? Because now that I looked, and I don't even see a TPS on this sled.
Nope, I took it off. But this one's actually a Polaris flashed race box.
No kidding.
Yep, I got that done. Doug Flannery helped me get that done, and it runs amazing. It has never skipped a beat, and I've never had the need to change anything.
Wild. Wild. All right, well, let's look at the Skidoo next.
Yeah.
So we've been having some Skidoos on the channel, but nothing like this.
Yeah, this is brand new this year. Dylan really put some time and money into this. This is my best friend's sled, and EK Powder, again, knocked it out of the park with it. Beartown Auto Body paints the hoods and windshields for us.
Okay. This is a super aerodynamic looking sled.
Yeah, this sled is...
It looks just slippery. What about the trailing arms? What are these?
These are Pelican Racing out of Canada.
Okay.
Trailing arms for this sled.
No kidding.
Very, very nice built trailing arms.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Super sharp, nice little steering arms, and radius rods are super tiny.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not for trail riding.
We build them as light as we can, but you need some strength because the ski slopes do get a little sacked out sometimes.
Sure.
So you can't go crazy light. But this is another Doug Flannery Rotex. This is 779 base punched out to about an 809.
Okay.
Crankshot pipes, 9,600 RPM. This one runs well too. We're still getting it tweaked out a little bit, but it's a goer. Not
there with yours yet, but it's gonna be.
He's coming. I'm getting nervous.
Nice.
Yep.
What about? Do you want to talk about the Thundercat over there at all? I know there's Articat guys that are going to tune in on this.
Yeah, this is an old. What are they? 94.
Yeah.
Yeah, 94.
It's a cool body style.
Yeah, it's actually got 1,000 in it though.
Oh. So is this a build you're doing or a repair job?
This is a customer that just wanted me to go through it, clean it up, vapor blast some of the clutching and the carburetors, and just make sure it's going to run well and make it look good. It's actually got 554 original miles on it.
You're kidding me. Let me get that shot. Holy cow. That's a good looking sled. I think somebody's going to have a lot of fun with this.
Nice ice picked up speed track.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Nice. What about the old 600 monoblock looking sled here?
Came in for a no start, and it had the typical broken off pickup line inside the tank.
No kidding.
Yep.
So there you go, folks. Chet will fix it for you.
Oh yeah, yep. So we put a new fuel line in the tank, and she starts right away.
Nice. You know what pipes those are?
SLPs.
Oh, SLPs?
Yep.
Sweet. Nice. I love it.
Yeah. I love monoblocks. I still do. They sound so good.
Yeah, they're fun and they're light.
They're fun, they're light, they're
flickable. They're not a freight train on the trail.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool.
Lots of parts out there for them too.
Yeah. Yep. All right, well, let's talk a little bit about some other customer work. So Chet is really good at diagnosing stuff. I came over and looked at this and I was stumped, and Chet figured it out. And what did you figure out on this thing, Chet?
So we just had, it would not run. And I haven't had my hands on TMXs very much. It would run actually, but it wouldn't rev out. And I could ride it. If I helped it get going, I could get it moving and ride it, and it still wouldn't come out of it. But you shut the gas off and it would idle up and come out of it for a couple seconds, and then it would die. I couldn't figure it out. Well, here it comes down to the crank's out of phase. It's about 40 thousandths out. And we're going to have to send that out to snow weld and have it re-trued, bearings checked out, have one cylinder. It looks like we're going to have to get re-nickeled. But yeah.
All the usual old sled stuff.
Yeah, typical old sled stuff.
Yep, and snow weld, that's where Hot Donna's crank's at right now too. That needs to get redone. So, well, good work diagnosing that, because when I came over and he started it, I was convinced it was carb problem. And I've never dealt with the crank that was out of phase before. So really learned something there.
I haven't much either. As much as I've spun some monoblock stuff out to dang near 10,000 RPM, I still haven't had a crank of my own go out of phase. And all of our race stuff that you just seen, it's all welded. So we don't have to worry about that. That's all brand new cranks welded. And this older stuff though, yeah, you get an out of phase crank every once in a while.
Cool. Well, good stuff, Chet.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else to say. I mean, I want to tell you guys that there's a lot of people, hey, Nutter, when are you going to work on my sled? Can you work on my sled? I can't do that. I just don't have enough time on my schedule. But this is Chet's job. And if you're going to hire somebody to work on your sled, he's probably a good guy. You work on every brand, don't you?
Every brand. I mean, if you got a 4-stroke Yamaha, you have a brand new Skidoo, you have a brand new Polaris. I usually cap my older stuff at about the 90s era. Anything older than that, I really don't want to work on it. But the 90s to now, yeah, I'll work on it.
He says that, but wait till I get him doing one lung racing. Yeah, and
Yeah.
here's some evidence that he'll work on newer stuff. He's got this Viper over here. This is a 4-stroke, isn't it?
Yep, that's actually my buddy Frank's. He's going racing with us this weekend.
Nice.
It's a SR Viper with an MPI turbo kit on it.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
That makes about 200 and some horse on pump gas.
Jeez.
So yeah,
All right.
that goes good.
There's some rednecks and dirty hands stuff that Pete would like right there. 4-stroke turbo. Pretty wild.
Yeah. These Mountain Fit hoods too. That's another guy I got to give a shout out to. Does a really good job. They look so realistically from the factory, but they're very, very light.
That's a vacuum form hood then, I guess?
Yep, vacuum form Lexan hood.
Okay, Lexan, nice.
Yep, both
Nice
of
and
these are.
springy then, it won't crack.
Yeah, he also even has the die to do Lexan nose cones.
No kidding.
Yep. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's awesome.
I like them a lot. They fit well and they're strong and they're light, very light.
Cool. All right, Chet. Well, let's close out the video here. So thanks for the tour of your shop.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get some good business out of this. He's north of Forest Lake, Minnesota, if you're wondering. So you can Google that and figure it out. Also want to thank everybody that's given me a super thanks, and I've given up trying to say your names. Now I'm just putting them on the screen right over me and Chet. And really appreciate you guys. It really helps out the channel. I appreciate everybody that hit subscribe. And of course, I really appreciate the patrons. They give us a little support each month. They give us, $5 or $10 to help with pizza and parts and beer and that kind of stuff. And in return, they get to see all the videos early and ad-free. And of course, they get their names up on the screen. So
Very cool.
yeah, the last thing I got to say is we're still hurting for snow here in Minnesota. We've been out on a little bit of a ditch bang, but pray for snow.
Pray for snow. Yeah, for sure.
We'll see you on the trails, and Chet will see you at the races.
Oh yeah.
All right, thanks, Chet.
Yeah.